It is the SMT Media Network. Thanks for tuning in. Please do like and share this video. Subscribe if you're new here and turn on the bell notifications icon so you never miss an upload here from this channel. We're going to be talking Clippers today in the association. The Clippers are actually a pretty hot team. The Clippers have won 8 of their last 10 games. They've had a pretty nice stretch of things very, very recently. I've actually watched more Clippers games than I'd like to admit. I've never been like a fan of the Clippers or anything. I'm from the East Coast, so I'm trying to think of a time where the Clippers were actually really good. I do remember when the Clippers with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin and those guys and DeAndre Jordan. I remember that era, Lob City or whatever, but never really been a big fan. But this year, as I've been kind of creating content for my channel, I've been tuning into more teams that I typically watch. So the Clippers I've been watching recently, and they've been hot, and they've been playing really well. Well, number one, they've got a good coach. Number two, they do have a quote-unquote star in the NBA. At least at one point, he was an elite basketball player. And I'm going to get to that shortly, but the supporting cast on the Clippers is actually surprisingly good. You look at, kind of some of the guys that are put around Kawhi Leonard. They've actually been a really good roster. I look at the game the Clippers against like the Cavs, for example, where the Clippers completely dominated the Cavs in the second half. They were able to score 38 points in a quarter, against a team that is, largely viewed as one of the best in the NBA. I saw the Clippers do quite a bit of damage. Ibaka Zubac, 28 points, 20 boards. James Harden, 22 points. Norman Powell's been pretty effective all year. And then in these spots, you kind of get like Bogdan playing a little bit, spots where Chris Dunn is playing really well. Off the bench, Amir Coffey sometimes. Like, you get contributions from across the roster. But their main player, right, when you look at, who can be the difference maker for them, it's Kawhi. And this is why I think people need to just pump the damn brakes on the Los Angeles Clippers. They're 42-31. They're positioned currently in the 6th spot in the West. Is there a version of this where they move up to the 5th spot? Maybe. I mean, the Grizzlies just fired their coach. Is there a version of this where they pass the Lakers? Possibly, if the Clippers stay hot and the Lakers continue to flounder, with LeBron sticking it up and actually single-handedly losing games for the Lakers. That's possible, but I don't think the Clippers will get past the Nuggets or the Rockets, or the Thunder, obviously. And the thing about the Clippers and how they've kind of hitched their entire franchise on Kawhi Leonard, guys, he's never healthy. And by healthy, I mean like 100%. There's always like a knee situation with him. They talk about his degenerative condition with the knee. Look, if you believe that he's healthy and he's going to stay healthy through the playoffs, you're betting on something that's not happened for a long time. Like since the San Antonio Spurs days. Like even in the championship run in Toronto, I'm pretty sure he was load managing through different parts of the season. I don't think he played all 82 games. I'm not even sure if he ever really did that in his career. I have to go back and look. But namely, over the course of the last 5 or 6 seasons, he's been an injury-prone star. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's missed more than 50% of the games he could have played in over the course of the last 5 seasons. So if you think that he's actually healthy, and if you think he'll actually play all of the games in the playoffs for the Clippers, and you're believing that the Clippers can make noise in the playoffs in the Western Conference against teams like the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Rockets, the Thunder, I mean, hell, I think there's a version of this where the Warriors and the Timberwolves can give the Clippers hell. Those are tough series. And I think the worst part about it is it's not far-fetched to think that Kawhi would miss games in the playoffs. What proof is there? What recent evidence that Kawhi Leonard would be available for an entire playoff run for the Clippers? I just don't see it. I think you're making a really bad decision if you were going to bet any type of conviction on Kawhi being healthy. A lot of people right now saying, oh, he's healthy and they're winning. It's not realistic. It's not sustainable. And I don't think it's real. It's not that I don't like Kawhi. I think Kawhi is one of the best players to ever play in the league. That combination of being able to score and then defensively, he was a very unique talent, but he's just not that anymore. In fact, he hasn't been that for a long time. It's fool's gold. It's fraudulent. It's just not his time anymore. Unfortunately, his injuries have put him in a position at a point in his career where anything you get out of Kawhi Leonard is, I think, above and beyond expectation. I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think it's real. To me, the Clippers are frauds, not because they're not good. I like the supporting cast, but their star, he's just not a real star anymore. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. He's never healthy. His availability is always a question. I mean, in the snap of a finger, and I knock on wood because I really don't want to see anybody get injured. I just don't expect that from Kawhi Leonard anymore. At this point, the Clippers are hitched on an injury-prone star. It never ends good.